Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Children, good morning to everyone. We are welcoming you for the online class. Today we are going to see it is 10th standard portion poem, and in the cricket, the 4th unit poem we are going to see. And you know about insects and animals. Do you tell something about the insect and animal? What is the difference? So ant is an insect, elephant is an animal. Grasshopper is a thing, and cricket you have seen. You've seen a cricket? Cricket homonym and homophone, you can say that cricket and noun, it is a play, a game where Sachin Tendulkar and other great personalities will be playing. And cricket is another noun, it is a small insect. So here today we are going to see about the ant in the cricket, a poem. So I'll just tell the gist and story or whatever about it, you just listen to me. Story, there was two school going boys, and one was very shrewd and very happy and enjoying all. The other one is a lazy fellow. Sometimes he'll be playing, and so they both went to school. They were going to school and they were just playing, one is playing and one is listening. So days were passed. So whenever the teacher is teaching, he'll be attentive. So we'll give a name for them. We'll take Ramu and Somu. Ramu was a good person. Somu is a little lazy person. So what happened? Ramu and Somu were just going to school and the teacher was just telling them to listen in the class. Ramu was a very good fellow and he is very, what to say, behavior and everything is a thing, but Somu is little lazy. This, you know about the lazy people, what they'll do, they'll not be attentive in the class. When homework is given, they will not do. The same way Somu was very enjoying the days. When the class is going, he was playing and he was sleeping and sometimes taking rest, not attentive in the class, and what the teacher is saying is not taking that much serious. And Ramu was other hand, he was very good listening and attentive and doing all the homeworks what the teachers are giving, and he was regularly preparing for the exam. So quarterly exam announced for them. So here on that day, you know that Ramu was very relaxed and he is not having any feeling at all. So he felt that, yeah, I prepared every day and what teacher said I followed, so I will be happily going for the exam. But Somu was not like that. The previous day he started preparing for the exam. You just think over all days he was lazy, and one day night, when you are not had breakfast for 7 days, your mother giving on 7th day all the breakfast, by seeing you will feel very happy and you can't eat. The same way Somu also felt with the studies. When he was just seeing the books, he got fainted and he was not able to do anything. Next day morning with all fear he is going to the exam hall. When they both got the question paper, Ramu was able to attend all the questions and Somu was not able to attend the paper. He felt it is very difficult for him, the paper. And at last result came, you know what will be the result. Yes, somebody experienced, I think I can see the laugh of you. But here you know, somebody was like Ramu, you will be feeling very happy, and if you were like Somu, you will be feeling worried when the result comes. Then after some days, you will be realizing your mistake and you will be correcting. So the story is related to the thing. So here two insects are there, the ant and the cricket. You know about the ant, what is the nature of the ant? Hard working. Yes, I hear your answer, right? Hard working, and it was ant was doing a lot of work day and night in the summer season. And winter season it will be taking rest, eating what he gathered. The ants all gathered, it will be eating in the winter season because they can't come out. In the summer it will be doing all hard work, day and night they will be just going and collecting all the food wherever it is, and they will be safeguard in their house. But the cricket, you know, in the summer and all, what it did, it was just playing and making song and enjoying the day. And at last, winter season come. When he went and saw in his room, in the cupboard, he found nothing there. So everything was empty. So you know that when something is not there, what you used to do, suppose if you didn't write the classwork, what you used to do? You'll be asking your friend. Before it is not an exam time, they will be giving, but if it is exam time, they will say, Goda, I will not send you, or they will be sending in the cell phone or something, and you will not able to read properly. It is very small in that. So you will be facing the trouble. The same way, the cricket also faces. When it opened the boxes, what happened? Nothing was there. So he found everything empty. So he decided to go and borrow from ant. And it went to ask ant in the rain, just running to the ant's house, and he was saying, see, my family member and all starving. I was not collected any food, so you please lend me. After summer comes, I will be collecting and giving. The ant says simple thing. So we ants will not borrow, we will not lend. We will not borrow from anybody and we will not lend. So that is our policy. So you go away from this place. What you were doing in the summer, it asks. It says that I am playing and just singing song and enjoying. Even in the winter you do the same. And he chased away, the ant chased away. So that was the gist of the poem. We will see each stanza and other thing. And we will do, children. The ant and the cricket. Okay, what is a fable? What is a fable, children? Yeah, fable is a traditional story told orally. So it is related to the animals. So a fable is a traditional story that teaches us a moral lesson. So it teaches us a moral lesson. Usually the characters in the fable will be animals. This poem, The Ant and the Cricket, teaches the importance of hard work and planning. So how, as a human being, we must be hardworking and we have to plan our life. So that had been the moral in this lesson. At the end, you will be learning. So you will see the stanza by stanza. Okay, we will go for a poet. So here there is no particular poet because it is taken from a fable. So it is not having a particular poet. It is taken from a fable. Aesop's fable is a collection of fables credited to Aesop, a slave and a storyteller believed to have lived in an ancient Greece between. So there was a storyteller and a slave, and the storyteller is telling the story to the slave. So it is they lived in the Greece between 620 that is and 564 BCE. These fables become popular when they emerged in the print. Several stories are attributed to Aesop even today. So here the story had been attributed to Aesop, that is a slave, and it was a storyteller was there, and that storyteller was narrating a stories all with a moral to that slave. The process of inclusion is continuous and new stories are being added. Collections of Aesop fables were among the earliest books to be printed in many languages. This Aesop stories or fables are printed in many languages. So these moral stories are being told to children so that they will be corrected their mistakes in their life. Okay. So here we are having a picture, you can see, children. So here what in the summer, what this cricket is doing, it is just enjoying the day like a butterfly, how it is doing this thing also, enjoying its days. So I will read out the poem, just listen. A silly young cricket accustomed to sing through the warm sunny month of gay summer and spring began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground, not a flock could he see, not a leaf on a tree. So, okay, it is a winter season. Just imagine in a winter season, not in our country. In our country, we will be having chillness and rain. Just think in foreign countries, it will be snow everywhere. So, here that situation, all the summer it was just singing and enjoying the day. When winter comes, he went home and searched in a home, nothing was seen. So nothing was there, no crumb of thing is seen in a bit of food is seen in the cupboard. So it was just complaining. What it was complaining? It is complaining not a crumb to be found on the snow covered ground. So in the winter season all the ground had been covered with the snow and not a bit of food was seen. So if it is very intelligent, what it would have done? In the summer itself it would have collected all the food, but it had not done that. So it is suffering in the winter season. Not a flock could he see, not a leaf on a tree. So not even a leaf is seen and not a tree is seen. Only everywhere snow is covered. Fully snow is covered. It is clear, children? Okay. So we will see sing and spring in this sentence is rhyming words. Home and comb is a rhyming verb. Found and ground is a rhyming word. See and tree is a rhyming word. So you can see that sing, spring, A, and Om, come, BB. So here in this line you can find that first stanza is a rhyming scheme is A, B, B. And in second stanza, found ground again AA and C tree AA. So in the second stanza also you having AA and BB rhyming scheme. And you see any silly young cricket comes to sing. So you can find any alliteration, children, you can tell me. Yeah, summer, spring, sunny, summer, spring is an alliteration. The same line you are having the same sound yes. So you can say that sunny, summer and spring are alliterations. So here sunny, sunny, summer and spring or alliteration. Cancel. So alliteration, sunny, summer and spring or alliteration, and then here empty winter come was is alliteration, then snow covered ground, no, flower seen, leaf tree, okay. So only two lines we are having alliteration. Okay, not a crumb to be found on the snow covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. So we will go for the next answer, children. We are having only two alliteration and two rhyming schemes in the thing, no other. On what will become, says cricket, of me, at last my starvation famine made me bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold, away he set off to a miserly ant, to see if to keep him alive he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain, he wished only from borrow, he had repay it tomorrow. So what will become, says cricket, of me? So here he is asking the ant, what will happen to me? So I have not saved the food. It is asking the question. At last my starvation and famine. So it becomes starvation. If you have a hunger, if you are going and asking for something, then you will be asking, even you will be begging for your food or water. If you feel very thirsty and hunger, and you will think other things and all, you will forget your proud prestige, everything, and you will forget and you will go and borrow food and other things. Okay. At last my starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold. Away he set off a miserly ant to see if you to keep him alive he would grant. So what he was dripping in the wet, just he wet himself, and everywhere water is flowing. With that he went. Where he went? He went to ant's house. He decided to go and trembling with cold, away he set off to a miserly ant. Miserly means some miser. He will be not lending anything, very stingy person. So here ant is a hard worker and he will not lend because of hard work. He knows how tough he had earned that. So he will not lend to anybody. So here he was going to ant, miserly ant, to see if to keep him alive he would grant. So he thought whether ant would give some food for him so that he will be alive. So whether it is given or not, we will see. Him shelter from rain and of mouthful grain. You want mouthful of grain and you want to ask to lend from so to borrow from the ant, and ant must lend. Whether ant will lend me, let me see. So he is going there. He wished only from borrow, he had repaid tomorrow. So he wished only from borrow. So he he wished to borrow and he will be repaying it tomorrow in future. In the summer season he will be just repaying it. So it is possible or not, he doesn't know, but he thought of getting it. Okay. So he went, let me see he is getting or not. Children, it is very clear. So he was thinking in his mind what he can do. He'll be dying of starvation and famine. So he thought of going and borrowing from the ant. Whether ant will lend and save my life, let me see. So with the wet in the winter rain, it went to ant's home and asking him to get an food for mouthful. So he was going. Okay. If no, he must die of starvation and sorrow, says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend, but we ant never borrow, we ants never lend. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay anything by when the weather was warm? Quoth the cricket, not I. So what happened? So when they went to ant, the cricket went to the ant, it was asking whether I can get something from it. So he was asking, and when he was asking like that, he found that he was not, says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant. See, cricket is, you're a boss to me, master to me. I am after all a small insect. I am a servant to you and friend. But we ant never borrow, we ants never lend. We ants never borrow, we ants never lend. We never borrow, we never lend. But tell me, dear cricket, tell me, dear cricket, did you lay anything by when the weather was warm? So when the weather was warm, when the weather was good, whether you was doing anything. So what was the answer from it? Quoth the cricket, not I. So what the answer from the cricket? It is saying, I have not done anything. So okay, you can see sorrow. And here there is a servant, no rhyming words, never, never is given, and here this stanza is irregular rhyming scheme. So you can sorrow, if you given A, you can't give A to anywhere. The is B. Servant, again another word. So this stanza is having irregular rhyming scheme. There is no regular rhyming scheme, but the previous two stanzas had a regular rhyming scheme, A, B, B and A, B, B. But here it is not like that. It is not having A, B, B, or it is an irregular form of this poem is an example for irregular rhyming scheme. Okay. So my art was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay, for all nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say. So now the cricket is saying, see, I thought all the season will be same, so I can enjoy my day and I can go and collect later, I thought, but it was not like that. The season was not like that, and it was not good also. My art was so light, so by seeing the summer season, my art felt very low, and that I sang day and night. So I sang day and night. For all nature looked gay, for all nature, all the four seasons will be same, I thought, but I don't thought of winter will be like that. For all nature looked gay. So for me, all summer, winter and other things, I felt that I am same. Looked gay. Gay means happy. So I thought that I will be happy and the season also will be very good, I thought. So I was just staying and enjoying my day. You sang, sir, you say. So you saying that you sang. So what is the ant's answer now? What it is saying? Go then, say the ant, and dance the winter away. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket, and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. Flocks call this a fable, I will want it true. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. So okay, go then, says the ant. Ant is saying, go then. You were saying that you were enjoying the gay, no? Now you go and enjoy the same. You feel happy, you go and play in the winter also, he is saying. We will not give anything for you. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket. He lifted the wicket, and out of the door turned the poor little cricket, and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. Flocks call this a fable. So all the flocks will say that it is a fable, it is a story, it is something. But I will warn, the poet is warning you. What is the warrant given? Is true. This is true. So some people will waste their time when they are having, and at last they will be feel for that. The same way, some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2 legs. The poet says some cricket have 4 legs, insects have 4 legs, But here human beings, they are lazy, they are called as a cricket. Lazy human beings are called as a cricket, and the busy and hardworking human beings are called as ant, and hard worker people will be successful later. But here it is not like that, you will be struggling. So here I have given in the picture two boys and girls, school going boys and girls. The reason is, in the young age as a school children, you have to learn everything and you have to enjoy yourself. At the same time, you have to learn and do hard work. If you are not doing hard work, later you will be a struggler. You will be feeling like a cricket and your life will be like a cricket, and the person like ant will be just making fun of you. So see to that you are not being like that. So it is a warning given to you. Okay. So here what is the moral? There is no substitute for hard work. Hard work leads to success. If you are doing hard work, it will sure lead to your success. You see, God helps only people who work hard. That principle is very clear. It has been said by ABJ Abdul Kalam. Children, this is a poem for 10th standard. It is kept, you know that. You have to take it serious that your 10th standard mark is very, very important for your future career, and you have to join in your 11th standard. For that your mark is needed. Suppose if you are willing to go for a good group, you must not be rejected in that. So you just learn, do hard work. In this corona period, we are having lot of classes, homeworks all sent. The teachers are not able to see you whether you are doing or your parents doing. So don't be lazy, you be a hard worker, and there is no substitute for hard work. And when the result comes, you will be feeling very happy. That's all children. Will continue in the next class.